Christensen doing his thing, getting into makeup and some lovely behind the scenes footage here, just sort of showing the sort of banter and fun that they had on the set. And also, most importantly, seeing Hayden Christensen in makeup with the full prosthetics. He almost looks like the boogeyman, but then you realise that he's in a bodysuit. So I think it's nice to see that Vader was fully made up. It wasn't just the sort of cranium piece. Hayden was obviously in a full torso bodysuit, which covered right down to his legs, and they really immersed him into sort of the skin burning theme. I think, there was a big anticipation around what Hayden's going to be like on set, reprising his role, not just a sort of like the Padawan look for the flashbacks, but also in the full burn version of Vader that we haven't yet seen before. And when sort of Ewan McGregor worked with him on set, there was a lot of sort of discussion around the training fights happening with his helmet off. But actually, in real time, when Vader came onto set, he put his helmet on for the first time, and that sort of scared the jeepers out of everyone, but also created that sort of vibe amongst the fight crew that Vader is here and we are scared out of our wits. I think, also some of this footage of Hayden in the dunes here, we're really seeing sort of a darker side to his look, which I really didn't see much of in Obi-Wan. I wanted to see more of that, but a lot of the flashbacks for the younglings was, him sort of going in for the lightsaber kill. But I love these sort of desert shots where Hayden's in his dark Jedi outfit. Really sort of, it's almost like a new sort of like episode there, just with the footage we see here. And I think, well, where is all that footage? You could do something with that, surely. And again, back to the fight scenes with him and Ewan and the training side. These guys are back at it. There's so much footage of them in Revenge of the Sith training. And here we are, the shots of where we got the leaks on Twitter. Finally, we've got the actual physical footage. And, they don't disappoint. They are the legends that they are. Obviously, Hayden's always got that sort of little upper hand on Ewan, as we know. But that obviously goes without saying because he is the Jedi Master, or should we say he is the chosen one. I think for the flashback, it's obviously there's a lot of effort that went into that scene, but we didn't see enough of it in the series. I think we all wanted more of that. And it's a shame we couldn't have a little bit more. But then again, we did get a lot of Vader behind the scenes. And I think with this sort of the Jedi's Return, we see the effort that went into that set piece, even where Vader's standing on the platform there, the costume assembly, all of the detail that went into the smoke elements, the darkness, really, really gritty and lovely to see that detail. And even where he comes into sort of like this village scene where he's intimidating everyone, I love the fact that they built right up to sort of the cliff face there, really sort of immersing him into it. Even though the shots were very close and intimate, the whole set was really, taken apart there, and little details with reactors and different elements in the background, even the stormtroopers. There's a lot of them around, so there's a lot to these sets that we really didn't get to appreciate in Obi-Wan because the camera shots were quite tight. But I would love sort of some additional elements there to be included. And back to this sort of bodysuit of Hayden's. I mean, this thing is like, it's like he's going scuba diving, but in an awful sense. I love the fact that he went into the back to tank his full body with all these pipes and whatnot, and then sort of putting this scalp piece on to sort of cover his cranium. And then we've got this sort of scar tissue overlaid on top of that. And all the little details where the veins and the cracks coming through. You really get this feeling that it's sort of like it, it's wet, but it's dry, but it's arid and it's aged, and it's just awful. The sort of wrinkles, the burns that are sort of like set in, they've really got the tone of the skin just right, just how I've always imagined it to be. And I think with those sort of mechanical elements built into Vader, it really sort of ties the sort of two together, the live costume with the underlayer of the body connecting as one, and all the mechanics within it. We've seen some of the footage of the fight scenes before, and sort of the cables and the riggings and whatnot, and there was a lot of effort in that. But I think the actual sort of headpiece where he had the sort of blast of the facial there, that was obviously quite delicate, and they had to get that balance just right for that scene. You can see that they're delicately placing it on Hayden there. A lot of effort to get that just right, because obviously it's such a significant shot. Interesting that they made that maquette as well, so we could sort of see how that reacted on the actual scenes. I think it's nice to see them when they're live action fighting with the sabers lit up. That's quite a nice little touch as well. helps with those fighting scenes. And a round of applause for Hayden coming in there. On my previous video, I showed that sort of hug moment where he's back, more disgusting than ever. And I think everyone was really excited to see Hayden reprise his role and finally get the shot that we've all been waiting for. So really, really exciting to see it all.